Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Today and tomorrow, we'll be talking about Wikipedia. And if you don't know what that is, you have not been on this planet for the last 20 or 30 years. It is one of the most used online sources of information in the universe.
哇哦，对呀，维基百科如果没有听过、没有用过的话，那我真的很怀疑你到底在这个世界上怎么过活的呢？好 ，OK， 所以 Wikipedia 是我们今天要讲的主题，而且很多人都会想说，哇，有这么集结大家的智慧，然后在这个上头去不断的去提供资讯，这样的想法，当初有这种想法的人，真的是很酷的一件事情。
Now, this is in our origins category of your magazine. Origin is the source or beginning of something. So today and tomorrow we're going to find out all about Wikipedia, how it started, who started it, how it has changed, and so on.
没错，我们赶快来看看今天的内容吧。
Now, the title of the article for today and tomorrow is Wikipedia, a world of knowledge at your fingertips. Well, we type on a, whatever they call that thing.
Keyboard.
Yes, a keyboard. I've heard of that. And we use our fingers. The fingertips are the ends or the points of the fingers. But at someone's fingertips also means, not necessarily for a computer, something is very convenient or very easy to do or to find.
没错 ，at fingertips, at one's fingertips 指的就是很容易找，轻轻松松的就可以找到。Maybe you just keep something at hand， 就是在手边随时可以支取的那种感觉。好，这可以用 at fingertips。所以在这边的话，主题 Wikipedia, a world of knowledge at your fingertips， 意思就是在指尖上就可以去找到全世界所有你要找的知识。
Okay, let's get busy now. First sentence of the first paragraph. Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales always loved to read. Remember, we're in origins. Where did something begin? What is the source of something? And we find out right away that Jimmy Wales is the founder, the person who started Wikipedia. Jimmy is the familiar form of James, James, which is a very common men's name in English. From James, we have Jimmy. Many of the familiar names from boys or girls, we add an E sound at the end of them. Thomas, Tommy, William, Billy, James, Jimmy.
没错，以前我在学这种昵称的时候，我觉得看起来像 James、Jimmy 我都好理解，但是对于这个 William 变成 Billy， 我就觉得哈，我以为还是两个人呢。记得我有一次我看到是那个 Bill Clinton， 我上次看到 William Clinton， 我还以为说他们是换了总统了吗？原来是同一个字呢。好，所以在这边的话，你可以知道说，在第一段的第一句话里面，他提到说 Wikipedia founder。Founder 就是指创办人、创始者的意思。Jimmy Wales， 所以下次你看到什么 James Wales， 然后提到 Wikipedia， 就会说，哎，我记得是 Jimmy 啊，以后你就不会犯这种错误了，因为事实上他们有的时候在比较正式的情况下，可能会用比较正式的名称。好 ，Jimmy Wales always loved to read， 他从小的时候就非常非常喜欢阅读。
When he was 3, his mother bought him a World Book Encyclopedia. 3 years old and he's reading, not bad. But if you're interested in something, it doesn't matter how old you are. Well, the World Book Encyclopedia is a collection, a gathering of many, many different kinds of information into one book.
没错，所以你刚刚听到 encyclopedia 就是百科大全或者百科丛书这样的一个概念，所以他就说了 ，When he was 3， 他在3岁的时候。His mother bought him a World Book Encyclopedia， 意思就是呢，他妈妈就买了一整套的世界百科大全给他。哎，我想说3岁小朋友，像我3岁的时候，恐怕还在玩玩具车吧，他在开始看世界百科大全。哇哦，难怪。
Okay, Wales spent hours leafing through its pages and learning new things. Leafing through is to turn page after page, then maybe, oh, this is a pretty picture, and then he would spend time there. After a minute, he continues leafing through.
Leafing through 就是呢，就在翻阅。有的时候你可以听到一些说法，像是 browse through，就是很快速的翻阅。像小朋友，你有没有观察过小朋友怎么看百科全书？他们都先看图片。然后看到，哎呦，这恐龙好可爱哦，他就再去看这是什么龙，然后他就把里面所有相关资讯把它背起来。所以他这个地方你可以想象这个场景哦 ，Whales spend hours 花了每天都花数小时的时间呢 ，leafing through its pages， 就翻着这个百科全书 ，and learning new things， 从这里面吸收到的新知，看到喜欢的他就再去读说里面到底是什么。所以 leafing through 这个 leafing 的意思就是指不断的去翻阅的意思。
He discovered that the book wasn't perfect because a lot of important information was missing from its articles. Well, I don't think he was 3 when he realized this, a few years later, I suppose. And the more you read, and then you read another article about something, and you realize, hey, I read something else about this, but they don't say anything about it, or what they say is different from the other article I read.So he began to learn to evaluate the material he was reading, probably before he even started middle school. Not bad.
真厉害哈！老师刚刚提到一个非常重要的字汇，叫 evaluate。evaluate 这个字就是评价、评量，里面藏了一个字 value。但是在这边呢，要特别注意是前面呢加上一个 e。后面的话要先去掉 value 的 e， 再加 ate， 这样子的话才是 evaluate， 就是去评量、评价，说这本书到底好不好，有什么缺陷。当你去判断一个东西的 value 价值的时候 ，you are evaluating that thing。所以在这边的话，你可以看到这边他这句话他说了，他开始去看看说 ，he discovered that the book wasn't perfect。他开始发觉到这个书并不完美了，开始有评价了，对不对 ？Because a lot of important information was missing from its articles。好，所以在这边的话，在文章里面有非常多重要的资讯都没有提供或是不存在，他觉得这本书还有不好的地方，所以基本上他已经有判断能力。但老师推测这应该不是他3岁的时候判断的。
Okay, let's finish the paragraph. So he began pasting stickers provided by the publisher on the pages to update the encyclopedia. He was born for this job. Most people wouldn't even bother with this, but he wanted information to be plentiful and accurate, so he wrote information on stickers and then pasted them. Maybe the back of the sticker had some glue, Glue, and or something like this, so he could write information.Some people take notes these ways.
没有错，所以在这边的话，还会去不断的更新。老师刚刚提到一个很重要的字汇叫 plentiful。plentiful， 大家可能有听过 plenty 这个字，plenty，plenty，把那个 y 去掉，变成 i， 后面再加 full，ful 这个字跟 plentiful 就是很丰富。他希望他的这个书籍呢，里面是很丰富的资讯。所以在这边他讲说 ，so he began pasting stickers， 他就开始把一些那种贴纸啦，或是一些额外的一些像是我们的便利贴，有没有写上新的资讯？老师刚刚不是提到说这个便利贴也许后面有这个胶水，然后用舌头这样舔一下，然后贴上去，有新资讯。Provided by the publisher， 所以这个是出版社所提供的新资讯 on the pages to update the encyclopedia， 就不断更新这个百科全书里面的内容，他就会认真的去做这件事情。
Okay, let's take a little break and come back and continue. Okay, let's continue. As a young adult, Wales found a new passion, the internet. Well, I used to be a young adult. I would guess a young adult to me is something like 18 to 30. some age like that. Different people have different ideas of aging, young or old. A passion is something that you can hardly control yourself. You love to do it so much. And remember, he loved to read. Then he found the internet, and that's quite an exciting thing when you, not just the first time when you use it, but after that you realize, wow, this is something so different from everything else I've ever done or known.
没错，在这边的话，第二段第一句话，他讲说 ，as a young adult， 老师刚刚提到了他自己对于 young adult 的定义，差不多是18岁到30岁的这段时间的人，都可以称之为 young adult。每个人的定义都不太一样。然后他就说啦 ，Wales found a new passion。The Internet， 所以当你提到 passion 的时候，多半都是没有办法控制自己，你就是很喜欢、很有热情的去做这件事情。So usually you can say have passion or have a new passion， 好，可以是可数，可以是不可数。它如果是提到不可数的用法，是你内在那种热情；如果是 a new passion， 就是你喜欢的事物。很有热情的事物，看它是在上下文里头，再决定它是不是可数。通常这个 passion 都会搭配 for something，
Exactly.
这个介系词的话是最常使用的。所以呢，他呢在是18岁到30岁这段时间，身为一个年轻人的时候呢，他找到了他的新的热爱的事物，那就是网络。
In 2000, that's the year 2000, he started a free online encyclopedia called Nupedia. That's a clever name. This NU is supposed to be NEW, but people like to spell things when they think of new products or services. It's a very clever name. He wanted to write his own or arrange his own encyclopedia.
没错，在这边的话就发觉到说，哎，有这个网络的话，在2000年的时候呢，好 ，in 2000， 好 ，he launched a free online encyclopedia called Nupedia。所以这个地方 new 的拼法是 NU。老师刚刚提到说，它的声音是跟 NEW 新的这个字是谐音的，有时候会玩一点文字游戏，他就是把自己在这种网络上的这种百科全书称之为 Nupedia， 好，就感觉听起来就很酷。
Users of Nupedia could write articles, and experts would proofread them. So if I thought I knew a lot about the moon, I could write an article, but that article that I wrote would not necessarily go into Nupedia. First, experts, astronomers who really do know something about the moon, a lot about the moon, would read what I wrote. Maybe they would correct some things, or maybe they would say, hey, Jimmy, forget it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. To proofread is to make sure that things are proper, correct, and hopefully also interesting.
所以这边的话，一个最重要的词汇就是 proofread。proofread 就是指校对的意思，要确保这个内容的正确性跟完整性。所以说，老师刚刚还提到另外一个字叫 astronomer。astronomer 指的是天文学家。如果有一个人写了很多跟月亮有关的文章，于是老师其实是半个天文学家 astronomer， 他就来看一看，这个写得很好，这个完全不行，他根本不知道在胡说八道哈。类似去 proofread 它的内容。astronomer 的拼法是 ASTRO astro related to stars， 好，然后呢 NOMER astronomer 就是天文学家的意思，所以在这边的话，它指的意思就是说，所有的用户都可以使用这样子的东西去写他们的文章，而这些文章呢，会经由专家去审核、去校对过，确保它内容的正确性。
This process, send us your article, and an expert will find an expert who can proofread it for you, was not entirely satisfactory. Satisfactory is either pleasing or you do something good enough because it was too slow. Oh, here's an article about I don't know anything about this. Maybe he has to call or write people to be an expert and to proofread an article. That takes a lot of time. So only 21 articles were published during the first year. Here we've used the prepositional phrase, with only 21 articles published during the first year. Well, there are thousands of topics, tens of thousands of topics you could write about. How many years, if you had 21 per year, would that take?
Yeah. 真的是这样很没有效率啦，好，对不对？好，所以这边的话，你可以想想看，他说 This process was not entirely satisfactory。这个过程其实不是让人那么的满意。为什么不满意 ？Because it was too slow， 太慢了，这过程太慢，没有效率。后面这个句话特别重要，逗号后面他说 With only 21 articles published。这边的话，你帮我这边特别写一下 ，with 后面接了一个名词。然后后面再接一个分词，好，这是很常使用的一个写作的技巧。那在这边的话呢，因为它这些 21 articles were published， 所以在这边的话，我们这个分词是用 VPP 的 published， 但是这个 be 动词就不要了，因为它是在 with 后面的，所以 with only 21 articles published during the first year， 一年才出产21篇文章，再放在那个上面，这数量太少了，完全没效率。
Continuing, after this first process that was taking too much time, Wales found out about the wiki software. I'll let him take over that. I'm not even sure what software is.
OK， 所以在这个地方就说之后呢 ，Wales 他就发现了 ，found out about something， 他就找到了。When you found out about something, that you learn something new. Discover, yeah， 你突然发现了新的东西，什么东西呢 ？The wiki software， 这个 wiki。software 是指软体的意思，大家特别注意一下 ，software 这个字不可数，所以说你不能说 I have a software，no， I have a software program。如果说今天要加这个要变成可数名词的话，第一个 software 后面要加这个 program， 就变成是只是一个软体。OK， 所以这边的话，这个 wiki software 就是一个 wiki 的机器，它后面会去解释这个东西到底在干嘛。
And it is. Wiki is the Hawaiian word for quick, which means fast. In the Hawaiian language, wiki, wiki, hurry up.
OK， 所以说这个在夏威夷语里面呢，它这个 wiki 的意思是快点快点。Wiki is the Hawaiian word for quick。好 ，wiki 这个字听起来就好可爱。
The software offered a new model for editing documents online.So apparently the software was a great improvement in the process of editing information. Now it could be done much more quickly.
Yeah， 没有错。所以这边的话 ，Wikipedia 的 wiki 原来是这样来的，所以事情可以让变得更快、更有效率、更顺利的 wiki 那种感觉。OK， 所以 the software 这样的软体呢 ，offered a new model， 有一个新的这种形态。model 指的意思是一种模式，好，可能你常常听到像 business model， 就是指这种商业模式等等。它提供了新的模式 for editing documents online， 能够让大家能够在网络上头去更改、去重新编辑网络上的一些文件。
In fact, thousands of people could work on an article at the same time.I didn't know that, and I'm amazed by this.
所以可以想象一下啊。所以说，如果说今天有好多人都在线上去更改一个文件的话，那速度一定会快很多的嘛。所以他就告诉你说，这个新的 software 有多强大，强大到 thousands of people 一次在几千个人同时去更改一个文件也是 OK 的。OK， 所以在这个地方他说 thousands of people could work on an article.At the same time， 一起改耶，超酷的。
Okay, let's take a short break and then we'll continue. Okay, let's finish up. Some experts at Nupedia objected to amateurs editing their articles. Experts are not amateurs. It's the opposite. If you are not very good at something or you're a beginner, you're an amateur. Well, experts objected to. They did not like this idea. They protested that the articles that they were editing or writing should not be reviewed by amateurs who don't know as much.
没错，所以当然，如果你是专家的话，你会希望说，我讲的就是已经是真的了，你还让那些业余的人来改我的文章，这样不行嘛？这里面有个重要的词汇叫 amateurs， 好 ，amateur 就是业余的人。Some experts at Nupedia object to 反对，让这些业余的人去修改他们的文章。
So, Wales started a separate website, a different website, Wikipedia, to test the idea that the experts had complained about.
没错，所以是他们只好再开另外一个战场，对不对？哈，就是 Wikipedia， 现在大家所熟知的，去测试一下他这个想法，让大家都一起来修改文章这个想法。
Wikipedia, was launched in 2001 and worked remarkably well, very, very, very well.
这之后呢，2001年的时候，他们开始推出了维基百科之后，就一直非常非常受欢迎，也非常的让大家不断的使用。
Before long, not long after, Wikipedia became more popular than Nupedia. That's not surprising. Which was shut down. Nupedia was shut down. It was closed. It finished in 2003.
甚至你看，2001年推出了之后呢，甚至还取代了原本的 Nupedia， 所以它后来变得非常非常的受欢迎，连原本 Nupedia 到了2003年的时候就直接关闭了。
That's it for today, but not for Wikipedia. We'll be back tomorrow with a lot more information for you. Till then,
bye-bye.
第36页，追根究底，维基百科动动手指知天下。
Wikipedia, a world of knowledge at your fingertips. Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales always loved to read. When he was 3, his mother bought him a World Book Encyclopedia. Wales spent hours leafing through its pages and learning new things. He discovered that the book wasn't perfect because a lot of important information was missing from its articles. So he began pasting stickers provided by the publisher on the pages to update the encyclopedia. As a young adult, Wales found a new passion, the Internet. In 2000, he launched a free online encyclopedia called Nupedia. Users could write articles and experts would proofread them. This process was not entirely satisfactory because it was too slow, with only 21 articles published during the first year. Afterwards, Wales found out about the wiki software. Wiki is the Hawaiian word for quick. The software offered a new model for editing documents online. Thousands of people could work on an article at the same time. Some experts at Nupedia objected to amateurs editing their articles. So Wales started a separate website, Wikipedia, to test the idea. It was launched in 2001 and worked remarkably well. Before long, Wikipedia became much more popular than Nupedia, which was shut down in 2003.